It was a quiet, stormy night in a small town, far from the bustling city lights. A little girl named Lily sat in her room, playing with her dolls. Her parents were away for the night, and the house was eerily silent, except for the occasional gust of wind outside. Lily had a particular doll she loved more than the others. It was an old porcelain doll, with glassy blue eyes and a soft, curly hair that shimmered in the dim light. The doll's name was Annabelle, but Lily always felt like it had a personality of its own. One evening, while playing with Annabelle, Lily whispered, "I wish you could talk to me." She laughed at the thought, but as the words left her mouth, she noticed something strange. The doll's eyes seemed to flicker, just for a moment, like it was blinking. At first she thought she imagined it. After all, dolls were just toys. But the more she looked, the more certain she became. The doll's head had moved slightly, as if acknowledging her words. Shivers ran down her spine, but she brushed it off, assuming it was just her imagination. As the storm raged outside, the wind howled, rattling the windows. Suddenly the lights flickered, and in that moment of darkness, Lily heard a soft voice. "Lily!" Her heart skipped a beat. The voice was faint, almost a whisper, but it was definitely there. "Who's there?" Lily called out nervously, looking around the room. The wind howled louder, and just then, Lily's gaze shifted toward the doll. It was no longer sitting in the same position on the shelf. The porcelain figure was standing on its own, its cold eyes fixed on Lily. Frozen with fear, Lily slowly stood up. She couldn't move. Her legs felt like stone. The doll's mouth opened slightly, and once again, that eerie voice echoed in the room. "I've been waiting for you, Lily." Lily's heart pounded in her chest. The doll began to take a step toward her, its movements stiff and unnatural, like a puppet on strings. Each step it took was slow and deliberate, sending a cold chill through the room. The doll's eyes glowed faintly in the darkness. "What do you want?" Lily stammered, backing away toward the door. The doll's head tilted, as if it was amused by her fear. It whispered again, this time louder, as if it was right next to her. "I want to be your friend. Forever." The door behind Lily slammed shut with a deafening bang, trapping her inside the room with the doll. Her breath caught in her throat as she realized she was no longer alone. The doll was alive, and it wasn't just a toy anymore. Lily turned to run, but before she could make it to the window, the doll was there, standing in front of her. It was smiling now, a twisted grin that stretched unnaturally wide. "Don't leave me, Lily. We're going to be together forever." With a scream, Lily tried to push past the doll, but its cold porcelain hands reached out, grabbing her wrist with an iron grip. Her vision blurred as the room began to spin. She felt the doll's icy touch crawl up her arm, its fingers tightening around her. Then, in one final, desperate attempt, Lily managed to break free. She scrambled to the door and burst into the hallway, running into her parents' room. The storm outside raged louder than ever, and the house creaked and groaned under its force. But when Lily turned back to look at the room, there was no sign of the doll. The door to her room was wide open, and everything seemed normal, except for one thing. On her bed, there sat Annabelle, but this time it was facing her, its eyes gleaming with an unholy light. A single note had been placed beside the doll, written in neat, childlike handwriting. "I'm still here, forever." And that night, Lily learned that some dolls are not just toys. They are something far more terrifying.